all the pardons should be declared null and void that were signed with the auto pen. These were all done during the lame duck period when Joe Biden was checked out. I think the executive orders that were done during the lame duck period should be declared null and void. If you look at the history of executive orders or pardons, a president always makes a statement at the very least. They're available to the press. To this day, Joe Biden has not answered his rationale or anything on those pardons, nor has he on the executive orders that were issued during the last few days of the Biden presidency. So I think that's a problem. You ask if anyone lied. I'm concerned about the cover-up of the president's health. You know, what we found was that several of the staffers that answered questions said, yes, we discussed whether or not to give Joe Biden a cognitive test because the media was asking about it and a lot of the Republican candidates were demanding it. But we determined that we shouldn't give him one. Now, I find that hard to believe. If you determine not to give him a cognitive test, it's either you didn't think he would pass it or he took it and failed it and you're lying about it. The same thing with Joe Biden's health. Did they test him for prostate cancer? Did he have prostate cancer? Were they covering it up? Did they give him a cognitive test? I think Dr. O'Connor has a lot of questions that he needs to answer. That's why we referred him to the medical board of Washington, D.C., because either he's a really bad doctor or he's not being truthful about his assessments of the president's health. And that's his job as a White House physician, to inform the public as to whether or not the president of the United States is healthy and mentally fit to serve as president of the United States.
Sir, very quickly. So for folks like Dr. O'Connor, including Joe Biden's chief of staff, those people who pled the fifth, does the DOJ have more tools in their tool chest other than the medical board referral that you talked about? Do they have more tools in their chest that can help compel more answers? And if so, what do you got to know?
Yes, and I think that the DOJ needs to take this and run. John, we've handed this to Pam Bondi on a silver platter.
Yep,
we've done all the heavy lifting. We've done the depositions. We've combed through the emails. I mean, this is the hard, tedious work of an investigation. Now it's up to her to bring these people in. If there's anything in the report that's inaccurate, if there's anything in the deposition that we reported that are mischaracterized, now here's your opportunity to try to defend the other position. If not, then the report is 100% accurate and the pardons need to be declared null and void immediately. I would go further, but now this is me, and I would hold some of these people accountable for misrepresenting the president's health and for abusing their power as a bureaucrat in the White House that was essentially forging the president's name on pardons. I mean, you could ask a lot of questions. I know some of the people that were pardoned from Kentucky, these are wealthy Democrat donors. We heard from Jeff Zients that Hunter Biden was in the room where the decision-making was taking place on the pardon. Look, I don't think we need to say any more on this show about Hunter Biden being in the room with pardons when people have the potential to maybe be paying for pardons. We didn't go that route. We just tried to investigate the auto pen and the president's health and mental fitness. But I think the Department of Justice could go a lot further. I mean, to have Hunter Biden in the room talking about any pardons, I mean, that's pretty bad in itself. But a guy that we proved, John, and you all have reported on many times, was taking money from our adversaries around the world, peddling access for his father's position as vice president of the United States. Having him in the room when you're issuing thousands of pardons with the auto pen, I mean, that's suspicious in itself.
It sure is, especially by that time he had been convicted of multiple felonies, too. It's
Absolutely.
Just remarkable. Chairman, as always, you're doing amazing work. The ball has moved to the Justice Department. We're going to get answers here soon. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for the great work you all have done on this and all the other investigations that we've done on the Oversight Committee.